Virgo, welcome. This is a full moon reading for you. You're my last sign today. My throat has gotten a bit raspy. My voice is a little deeper, so maybe, I don't know, maybe that's your thing. Anyway, Virgo, welcome. We are going to be looking at some guidance from Spirit around this Aries full moon on October 13th and the couple of weeks that follow. It's meant to be a time of really testing relationships. There could be a lot of ego clashes going on. There could be a lot of big changes, big endings, big beginnings. So we want to get a little guidance from Spirit on how to best use that energy, or at least weather the storm. I'm going to ask 3 questions of Spirit. We're going to take 3 cards for each question. And it is, first, where are you holding on too tightly, Virgo? Where can you improve your relationships? I'm sorry, the second question is, where is your ego overinvested? And the third question is, where can you improve your relationships? What is in your power? Because not everything is, right? We'll take a fortune cookie last as just a final word of wisdom on how we can weather this full moon period. So this is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. It is a general reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I know that's a lot of cards, but we're taking them all today. We're going to take 9 cards, so I want to get them out here nice and efficiently. Let's see what we have. For you, Virgo. Alright. Let's see, Virgo. So, where are you holding on too tight? We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. This is healing energy. I can show it to you. We're using the Bad Girl Tarot from Katie Skelly. There'll be a link so you can see where you can go to get a copy of this deck if you're really loving the art. It is pretty fantastic, I have to say. She's a comic book artist. She may be many other things as well, but she's a very good comic book artist. So 3 of Swords energy is really in the reverse about recovery and forgiveness. So you may find yourself in a space of forgiveness. The Hermit is coming out next, and that is also in reverse. I love this card. I just really like the art a lot. So the Hermit in reverse is telling me that there's a sense of, how do I say? You're kind of coming out of your shell a little bit. You've been in this space where you were really in contemplation and isolated yourself. You're still a little isolated, but there's this note of forgiveness that's helping you, Virgo, to understand that that isolation is something you can resolve. And again, this is intuitive tarot, so my reads might not be the same as everyone else's reads, but there can be a sense here of you know, you lost your way for a while, and you're moving into this recovery space now where you're starting to find your way back. The 6 of Pentacles comes in, 3rd card here in this row, and that's telling me that you're being generous with your resources where others may need some assistance. So maybe you've gone through something and your experience has put you in a unique position to help others who may be going through what you previously went through. I'm sorry, I'm holding the cards up way too high for you. My apologies. My camera is delaying for some reason today. Hopefully that's not affecting the recording, but it's making it a little hard for me to get the cards in the right place at the right time. So my apologies. So what are you holding on to too tightly? You're trying to recover, but you could be holding on to that sense of isolation and loneliness that you've been feeling. You may not be quite ready to let it go, Virgo. Our second question is, where is your ego overinvested? There's anxiety here. There are difficult choices you need to make, but there is a rejuvenating hope and faith is coming back. So where are you holding on? Where is your ego too invested? Your ego may be too invested in the struggle. This may not have to be a difficult choice, but there's a lot of anxiety about making the choice right now. You need to make the choice, though, because your hope, your faith, everything is supported by that. And I think right now, with really dramatic changes happening at the full moon, that might be a great time for you to allow yourself to loosen your grip there, to have hope and faith that this anxiety is something you can get out of, because it might not always feel that way for you. Our third question is, how can you improve your relationships? What is in your power? And we have the Eight of Swords reversed. In the reverse, this card is speaking to self-acceptance. There's a new perspective for you, and there's freedom to be had. There's a grand new opportunity here. The Ace of Pentacles is this wonderful new opportunity for prosperity, possible material achievements. The Ten of Swords is an ending. Something that wasn't working is ending, and that, as with all endings, makes space for a new beginning. This new beginning, right? So this is not comfortable. It hasn't been for a while. It's something that needs to end, but it is ending now, and something great is coming in to replace it. And that's pretty fantastic, actually, because this self-acceptance has been hard fought. It's been won at a great cost for you. But it's finally here, this new perspective, this shift of perspective. Something about this full moon energy is quite supportive for you, and it allows you to make those changes that need to be made. So how does this improve your relationships? Well, you're more authentically yourself. You're not all tied up, and you're not being beaten down all the time by your experience, which can only help with regard to your connection with other people. All right, let's see, Virgo. We're going to pull one of these fortune cookie cards. See what we have for you as a parting advice from Spirit with regard to how to weather this time. Travel. I guess it wants you to take a trip. Let's see what it says. Long distance communications will open up your life. Exciting experiences for singles and career advancement for others. Well, that's pretty good news. These big changes might be quite positive for you, Virgo. I hope that they are. Thank you for letting me read for you. It is always an honor. If you know another Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising that could benefit from this reading, please feel free to share. Thank you to those of you that have subscribed. I am so honored by that. I can't even tell you how happy that makes me, that these messages are getting out there and that people find value in them. It means a lot to me. It really does. If you have some feedback, I'd love to hear it. There's an email address in the notes below. You can send a note there, or you can comment on the video directly. And I think that's it. I hope you have a fantastic full moon experience. I hope these changes are all positive and lovely for you. And we'll see you in the weeklies. Blessings.